Please stand and join me in welcoming the class of 2014. Please be seated. I'm pleased to welcome all of you, and to begin today's ceremony, we welcome Mr. Cummings and others.
This year I'm sort of graduating with these seniors, so I thought I wanted to sing in particular. And these guys are all going to help me, and you can help too. A lot of you probably know this song. Our friend Blair is helping on the guitar. A song about places that you don't let go of very easily. In my mind, I'm gone to Carolina. Can't you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moonshine? It's just like a friend of mine. Hit me from behind. 'Cause I'm gone to Carolina in my mind. Carrying sheets of silver sun, you just walk away and watch the shine. Watch her watch the morning come. Still the tear appearing now, I'm crying. I'm gone to Carolina in my mind. Ain't no doubt in no one's mind that love's the finest thing around. Whisper something soft and kind. Hey baby, the sky's on fire and I'm dying. And I know I'm gone to Carolina in my mind. In my mind, I'm gone to Carolina. Can't you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moonshine? It's just like a friend of mine. Hit me from behind. Yes, I'm gone to Carolina in my mind. Dark and silent, late last night, I think I might have heard the highway calling. Peace and light, dogs and lights. Signs of night, the omens say I'm going, I'm gone to Carolina in my mind. With a holy host of others standing around me, still I'm on the dark side of the moon. And it seems like it goes on like this forever. You must forgive me if I'm up and gone to Carolina in my mind. In my mind, I'm gone to Carolina. Can't you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moonshine? Ain't it just like a friend of mine? Hit me from behind. 'Cause I'm gone to Carolina in my mind. I'm gone.
Thank you. And thank you, Blair, for showing up. I met Blair's brother in 1972, and it's hard to believe that we're here today and how circles move and how they come together and how grateful we are for being here today. Grandparents, parents, relatives, and friends, welcome to the 81st graduation ceremony of Midland School. And I'm looking out. I see some board members, Ruth Fisher. Glad that Ruth's with us today. I also think that Wanda Stewart is here today. Is Wanda here today?
Yeah.
Would she stand, please?
Wanda.
Where's Wanda? Wanda Stewart ably led our admissions effort for some years in the 90s. She is the first person, she won't remember, that I spoke to about Midland School at an admissions conference. I'd never heard about this school. She's responsible for bringing us Maui. The circles widen, they shrink. We go out, we come back to ourselves. Last night, I want to thank all of you that were there, but also Linda Cummings for her words for each graduate, and also Lacey Goddard, who had the impossible task of a slideshow to bring the essence of our daily life and our soul to the surface. So thank you, everybody. I am so pleased to introduce Sunny's mom. Xi'an is a 3,000-year-old city, one of the four great ancient capitals of China, and the beginning of the Silk Road. It is a long way from the Silk Road to Figueroa Mountain Road. Today, I am pleased to introduce Juan Hong Yuan, mother of four-year senior Sunny Pang. Juan Hong has traveled from her home in Xi'an with her family to take part in the graduation exercises for the class of 2014. A graduate of Luoyang Teachers College, Juan Hong majored in English and taught secondary school English for 12 years. Currently, she works as an accountant in the family's steel business. Juan Hong describes life for high school students in China as academically taxing, with little time for outside activities or fun. The school day begins early, ends later, and has fewer breaks than in the U.S. Summers are spent with special tutors preparing for upcoming exams. Her family likes Midland because the teaching concept provides a setting within which Sunny has become passionate about learning, has days filled with activities, and where a student can be happy on a horse. She appreciates that Midland students have the opportunity to have college placement advice and personal recommendations from faculty who know each student well. When asked what she would like people to know about her mother, Sunny said, "The best thing about my mother is her trust in me. She trusts me to do the right thing, and I honor that." The other side of this trust equation is that I want to tell my mother about the important things happening in my life. Please welcome Juan Hong Yuan.
Hello, everyone. Nice to see you again. I'm Sunny's mother. I'm here with my husband, Pang Haihong. We come from China. We are here to join the graduation ceremony. We are so excited. I want to say congratulations to you all. I visited Midland during Sunny's freshman year, and I arrived here a day before your graduation. Sunny introduced me to the entire school and assembly before work period. I felt nervous but happy for Sunny because I could see this was a welcoming and dependable community. Everyone was clapping me and smiling to me. I truly felt at ease. I decided to be on the horse crew with Sunny, so that I was able to learn more about the most important thing in her life and Midland horses. Personally, I'm not interested in animals and even a little bit afraid of them. Therefore, when I came to visit her, I couldn't understand why she had fallen in love with these animals and Midland. Perhaps you all heard more or less about how the animals are treated in China. They are not treated like companions like they are here. And in China, they mainly serve a purpose for agriculture in the countryside. Nevertheless, I was surprised at the fact that dogs and horses are as friendly and healthy as the people here. It's quite a harmonious picture to have within nature. The animals and humans are in one frame. I learned to understand why Sunny loves this place so much. Midland gives me hope that someday I could see the harmony in China as well. Sunny and all the Chinese students will be the generation to create a utopia like Midland and promote the Midland spirit in China. During that work period, silence aside Sunny and me to learn the horse pasture. It was a hot day, and I felt like the smell of the horse poop would suffocate me. Apparently, Sunny was really used to the weather and the smell. Well, I was worried about getting myself tanned. I felt like a little kid exploring and adapting to a new environment. Which to say, I was full of excitement and anxiety at the same time. I wish I could have the same opportunity to study abroad when I was young. I loved the idea of need not wants and several layers when Sunny told me, technology is such distraction for all people, and especially teenagers. When I was teaching English in China, my students would play with their phones all the time and ignore what's in the present. I have a feeling that Sunny likes the idea of not being able to have a cell phone because it's hard for me to reach her and like her all the time. When I was here, Gilbert and Gloria hosted me. They are like Sunny's family in America. It was a pleasure to finally meet them. Without them, Sunny wouldn't have known how to ride a horse or have place to stay over the school breaks. Midland has a small community. It allows a closer interaction and more intimate relationship to happen between the students and the faculty. Sunny always wanted to come back to school early from summer break because there were people here who she cared about and she missed. However, I got even jealous every time and intentionally pre-ordered the airplane ticket so that she would spend more time with us. I have learned to appreciate every minute that I'm with my daughter. After all, we only see her once a year. After I went back to China, Midland website and Sunny became my major connection to Midland. I would read news of the website and wait for Sunny's call to share her adventurous life. I could see her gradually changing under the influence of Midland. She has been sunnier and more confident ever since she came here. She always gives herself her complaints like, "Why am I so awesome and smart?" All of you say, "Good job." She would respond, "I know, right?" Being at Midland gives her a positive attitude towards how to live her life in the present and makes her stronger mentally and physically. Midland's schedule helps her utilize her time more wisely. She tells me and she uses her free parent and lunch break to get as much homework done as possible, so that she will have time to ride a horse, help in the kitchen, and practice her instrument. During the summer break, she plans things on her own without parental control. She almost has no time to relax. My friends often complain, "Hi, we are waiting to visit Sunny." Or does Sunny have time to have dinner with us? Of course, it's a joke. However, Midland's busy schedule enables students to see how much they are able to accomplish in a day. 4 years have gone by so fast. As a parent, I want my child to have a safe and fun journey, no matter where she goes. Midland prepares students to take on the challenges in their lives and overcome them. I'm sure all Midland parents have seen their children progress and become more independent throughout the 4 years. They are our pride. Last but not least, I would like to give my thanks to everyone in Midland. Thank you for very much for your help to Sunny. Thank you.
We'll now hear from junior class speaker Emma Dreyfus.
I'm very glad to be standing before you all today. Today marks a new chapter in the lives of the class of 2014, an ending of an era, a long-awaited journey forward towards the brink of adulthood, and I am very proud to be a part of it. That being said, I have dreaded this moment for several weeks. Truthfully, I could not think of anything to say on this occasion. It is such an undebatably monumental occasion, and I am left overwhelmed by the magnitude of my assignment. Commencement speeches, if this counts as a commencement speech, have a long and venerable history of providing words of wisdom to those preparing for the greatest journey of their lives. The rest of it. Who am I, a girl these students junior, to tell them what to do with the rest of the world? What authority do I have? What great life experience do I possess to advise them? In that case, why am I here? Sure, I could tell you some funny stories I know about the class. For example, I could tell you about the time Sophie in India tried to help me write this very speech while running laps in lacrosse practice. Perhaps I shouldn't, considering the imagined topic of said speech was Madison's posterior. I told you all I'd say it. And again, I find myself lacking the proper authority. I am not a member of this class, and while I have enjoyed their friendship, their antics, and their impassioned complaining, I could never fully understand what it means to be one of them. This is a group of incredible diversity, from horse lovers to video game shut-ins, from tight-shirted Frenchmen to China girls obsessed with Japan, from those filled with exceptional kindness to others loaded with sharp-witted sarcasm, with both of these qualities abundant in all of them. This class has all of this and more, and they are privileged to have had each other in their lives. With all they have learned here, both from the place and from each other, it seems that I am truly superfluous here. It seems to me that the class of 2014 already has all they need in terms of dependability, adaptability, and independence. So, while this step before them may seem daunting, they are ready, and certainly willing, due to their acute senioritis, to take on whatever comes before them. In short, I think they're going to do just fine.
We'll now hear from the senior class speaker, Alex Bode.
Hello, and on behalf of the class of 2014, welcome. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives us abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much and feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent and all will be lost. Charlie Chaplin. What I read was a part of Chaplin's speech at the end of the movie The Dictator. I first heard it late one night freshman year. Since then, I try to listen to it every month or so. Why? Well, although this speech was made over 74 years ago, I still feel its message applied today. Not only that, but after having spent the last several months researching a thesis that basically talks about the day that humans become cyborgs, it resonates in me now stronger than ever. Actually, through the research I did for my thesis, I found alarmingly that the world is accelerating, as the students here heard me say during a senior symposium. However, something else that correlates with the accelerating speed with which people go throughout their days, I found in a study by eMarketer. The study basically depicted that the average American spends, in 2013, spends 5 hours and 7 minutes on digital devices a day, up from 4 hours and 31 minutes in 2012 and 3 hours and 50 minutes in 2011. The trend shows that as time goes on, people are spending longer and longer amounts of times connected, which is scary, right? I mean, the last thing we want is for our future generations to be an army of zombies constantly looking at and checking their devices. Oh wait, that army is already here. They're called teenagers. That study by eMarketer only referenced adults, ages 18 and over. I imagine if the study included minors, that number would be up significantly higher. Now, being constantly connected isn't necessarily bad. I mean, sure, you'll receive notifications about all kinds of things happening out there, but what you lose is the sense of here and now. Midland taught us that. Before arriving 2 years ago, I was a part of that 5-hour-a-day group, if not more. And after the first 2 months or so of rehabilitation, without a phone, television, without Wi-Fi, everything took a new life. I can remember on a number of occasions walking up to Upper Yard from Stillman on a sunny day and thinking what I would be doing if I were at my house, cooped up on a computer screen, how much I would miss out of the beauty being outside. It's a treasure that so many teenagers today seem to have forgotten. To again quote Charlie Chaplin, more than machinery, we need humanity. Were he still alive today, to bear witness to this amazing place, I feel as though he'd say this school does a superb job teaching the values needed in a world increasingly digital. So thank you, Midland, for staying true to your values and educating us very few lucky ones to remain steadfast and grounded in our roots as to not get lost in a sea of data. Thank you.
We'll hear from School Prefect Maui.
It's pronounced Quadir. Anyway.
I knew that.
I'm glad you did. Anyway, welcome to the graduation ceremony of the class of 2014. I'm glad you all can make it, all 150, 200 of you people. I would like to congratulate all the seniors who are here today as well. I encourage all of you to remember this moment. This is the defining moment of our lives thus far. Today marks the end of a journey and the beginning of another. Our time at Midland has also, unfortunately, or fortunately for those who don't like it, come to a close. We'll no longer have a schedule dictated by, or we'll never have our schedules dictated by a rustic bell. Our time will be our own to some extent. No longer will we have to participate in required sports or required job program. We're free. From this point forward, we will need to carve our own niches in the world and succeed. And despite any malintent, I think that Midland has prepared us for that and then some. Midland has taught us how to deal with the antics of others, given us a wonderful work ethic, and taught us how to value the little things, whether we know that or not. I've learned how to stifle my judgment of a person, no matter how annoying they may appear to me. I can now get all my homework done in a single 45-minute time period. And I've also learned to appreciate doing the same thing day in and day out. I urge all of you not to forget what we learned from Midland, because it's matured us much more than we could ever imagine and any other place could ever mature us. I interviewed several kids who recent alums, and it was Marcus, Zach, and Micah, and the complaint they had was that for some reason, despite the fact that we hang out with 13 and 14-year-olds as 18-year-olds as senior year, when you go to college, everyone else is 5. So, I don't know. Despite our strong desire to leave this place and move on with the rest of our lives, we will carry this place with us, because whether we enjoyed every minute of it or not, a place that's unique can't leave our hearts, ever. Regardless of how much Midland has taught us, it is now time for us to fly the coop. We penguins must spread our wings and fly. The other birds will give us discerning looks, but we will outsoar them all. Just penguins. The seniors, myself included, must now embark on our masterful journey into the unknown. We have nothing but the clothes on our backs and the determination in our minds to help us light the way. Wish us luck. We made it.
Now hear from School Prefect Madison Mayhew.
To put it into perspective, there are about 3.2 million seniors graduating from about 37,000 high schools this year. That means approximately 37,000 valedictorians and 37,000 class presidents. Given all those numbers, the senior class is very accomplished to be admitted by some of the most selective schools in the country. And considering the fact that there are more people who graduate from considering the fact that there are more people who have climbed Mount Everest than have graduated from Midland, just goes to show that every effort we have put forth and good decision we have made have put us into a very elite group of graduates. Midland is one of those good decisions. The unique experience that Midland has afforded us all with, and the lessons we have learned, will not only serve us in setting us apart from the rest of the pack for college, but it also embedded life lessons that we will take with us for generations to come. As we look back on our journey through high school, we remember the discovery of the pride in the completion of work and the trust that was built between teacher and student. We remember the good times and the moments with hiccups in between. However, without those mistakes, we wouldn't have learned the right from the wrong. Midland asks more of its students than any other high school in the country. My classmates have given all they can, and that's what makes them the most dedicated students and some of the friendliest, most well-rounded people you will ever meet. Midland has molded each and every one of us into independent individuals. Without Midland, we will not be the people we are today, anxiously awaiting to be handed our long-awaited diplomas. To all Midlanders, alumni, seniors, and current students, don't lose sight that you are some of the best and the brightest in the world. You have been given a gift that is now your responsibility to nurture and grow. I know my senior class has the capacity and ability to succeed in whatever they put their minds to. This remarkable characteristic will propel them forward in whatever it is they choose to do. Congratulations to the class of 2014. I'm honored to be a part of this class, and I'm honored to call myself a Midland graduate.
Thank you all. Thank you all. Last Sunday, with bats literally flying over his head, Omavi held court and presented his last chapel of the year, with arms flailing, legs kicking, and words firing in all directions. Omavi told us that he can't often hold on to all of his experience. And he regularly forgets most of the things that happen in his daily life. However, Omavi then went on to recall a few memories and the epic events from his time spent in the upper yard. He urged all of us to appreciate the Midland moments we can recall, and he suggested that those special moments may be all that we have left when we come to the end. As I listened, I wondered if you remembered wrestling with David on the Munger's floor dressed in his coat and tie, or jumping into the conga line with the other Mungerites. I wonder if he and David, neither as tall as they are today, remember the time they marched into my office as ninth graders, stammering mad and full of righteous indignation. They sat down. Their feet dangled. They reported that the entire ninth grade, all 10 of them, felt let down. It just wasn't fair to have the whole class off campus while the rest of the school enjoyed All Saints' Day. They missed something. All classes are equal, and I had failed them. Well, the damage was done. There was no going back. They weren't listening. And I tried to make things right, and Derek Harwell scheduled a ninth grade beach day. There was no forgiving or forgetting in those early days, and these two have kept a close eye on me ever since. Quad year. So what is the moral of each senior's Midland story? What is this simple life school full of Midland moments and a few memories all about? What does it add up to? Beyond a college acceptance, there are inherent lessons taught in the daily routine that are now part of each senior's experience. Like the senior classes that have come before them, they were asked and expected to carry, and I agree with Madison, more responsibility than any other senior class in the country. I believe that. They shepherded the living yards, led the job program, carried a demanding academic load, and navigated the complexities of the college application process, which is not getting any easier. They didn't complain. Well, maybe a little. And I really hope they had some fun. I think they did. I think of this class, and I do think of fun. The seniors also learn that life doesn't always work out, and we all need to own the choices we make and not blame others. Wood gets wet, and shower fires do fail. At times, life does not seem fair because it isn't. People make mistakes. However, we can learn how to do the right thing when we know it is the right thing to do. Each of us must keep showing up and sign in to our lives every day. Quitting, not really an option. And someone always has to do the dishes if everyone is going to eat. Midland is not designed to be easy, and there are no shortcuts or guaranteed outcomes. Midland is a process, and each senior, in his or her way, made the effort to make the school year work. And I thank each of them for their genuine effort. These seniors have also witnessed a few surprises over the years. Owls appear to have serious and long conversations. The moon is a great street light. Water balloons are fun to throw no matter how old you are. Fresh carrots and beets can taste sweeter than candy. Sliding down a mountain, running a trail, riding a horse in the dark, camping under the stars, telling your roommate a story only to find out that he or she fell asleep before you finished, are all memories for safekeeping and retelling. If and when these seniors lose their way, each has honest and authentic experience to ground them and reset the course. They know how to use a compass, and they can find true north. Omavi had it right to forget, maybe forgive, accept, move on, and to remember a few things is to appreciate what this life has given us. Together we sit in this place today well fed, well taught, well tended, well supported. As we move forward, it is our responsibility to appreciate and remember what has been passed on to all of us. Franciscan friar Richard Rohr cites psychologist Erik Erikson, who calls us to be generative people, people ready and willing to generate life from his or her own abundance and for the benefit of following generations. I believe Midland is a generative educational model where we all learn to leave things better than we found them. Generative people are taught to consider what will be left for others when they are gone. They care about the future of the school, the future of the world, the future of the environment. Generative people wish for all people to be safe and healthy. They care for one another, and when they lead, they learn to reach for kindness, dependability, initiative, fairness, and equality for each classmate and for all people. In Paul Squibb's words, Midland teaches us that it matters what we do. Let's own those words together with confidence and know that the class of 2014 has learned that lesson well, and today there simply is no doubt they are all right where they want to be. Thank you. Well, it's time here. Last year I had a serious haiku malfunction. I do not intend to repeat that again. All of you have never let me forget anything here. But it is my pleasure and privilege to present a diploma to each senior and offer just a reflection, a remembrance in honor of the spirit they leave behind, the fingerprint they leave on this place and in our lives, the head's haikus. Handsome. Wide smile grew inches as a person, a leader into himself. 4-year senior, sophomore boys prefect, school prefect, the College of Worcester, Omavi quad year. Thank you, Wanda. Follow the loyal leader to the top, responsible, never leaves anyone behind. 4-year senior, school prefect, Wellesley College, Madison, Mayhew. Do flies get dizzy? Curious, critical, powerful, Tanai of the storm. 4-year senior, sophomore girls prefect, Quest University, Canada, Tanaya Storm. I get a hug? Good, big brother, good friend. Philly to Cali, Colorado bound, junior boys prefect, Colorado College, Jack Mosley. running, 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 runner, runs alone, runs with all, runs away, runs towards a new beginning. 4-year senior, 9th grade boys prefect, the College of Worcester, David Salapour. Not yet. Almost. Cowgirl rides, China's plains. Full saddlebags, pancakes, desserts, a smile to brighten the world. 4-year senior, junior girls prefect, University of California at Santa Cruz, Sunny Pang. You have to hug your mother. Cold stovepipe, warm smile, messy room. Sweet desserts, quiet confidence, Chi-Chi. 4-year senior, Loyola Marymount University, Hanchi Ran. There you go. Thank you. Compassion, wisdom, kindness, old soul of a writer, under the oaks she thrives. 4-year senior, 9th grade girls prefect, Whitman College, Gabriella Rocco. G-A-B. We got the wave going. We got everything happening there. Christmas happy. Minnesota girl in California loves horses, dogs, 9th grade girls. 4-year senior, 9th grade girls prefect, Boston University, India Salter. Christmas girl, Christmas girl. I'll take your mic. Almost, almost. Come on, give me a break. Close. Family ties, Midlanders, quiet strength, high standards, strong finish. Sophomore girls prefect, Whitman College, Sophie Bear. Puns bode well. Thoughtful, well-traveled, an oak for life. 9th grade boys prefect, Pitzer College, Alex Bode. Not alone. He found this place and found himself. Cuesta College, Joe Crowley. I've been looking forward to this. Good luck. Reluctant oak. A smile emerged. A Game Boy's heart filled the court, the field, the yards. He plays for keeps. Junior boys prefect, California Polytechnic State University, San Luis Obispo, Isaac Hirata. Pink. Pink? Scientist. Japanese parasol. Her smile, she floats away. Junior girls prefect, Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, Sophia Su. Join me in congratulating the class of 2014. Great. The class was the first ones to sit down. The parents are kind of waiting. Is this over? They know there's jobs left. But they don't have to do them. I really hope your weekend is safe. Your travels are safe. It's all that you'd like it to be. I just have a couple little announcements. Grayson, if you would stand up. He's been taking pictures of families and graduates, and he is a photographer. And if you would like a picture, please see Grayson, and he'll be over by the T-Rock there. And if you'd like to get his card and his number, he'll have some pictures on a website, and you might find some special shots. Also, the 9th and 10th graders, raise your hand. You still know who you are. Good. You are going to take these benches very easily and quietly around the back of Stillman and gently put them through and in those tables. And anybody in a white chair, it'd be wonderful if you would just stack that. It would save us tremendous effort right up against the building. And are there any other announcements? I think we are not done. Of course, Crawford.
Hi. There's a pumpkin I found in the library. It's pretty nice. If you can describe it to Mr. Graham, who has it, it's yours.
That's what we're going to end our year with. Thank you. Excused. Good job.